Hey y'all, it's Dee Dee. Okay, so today's gonna go a little bit differently. I did have every intention of posting Friday about my makes and the projects I'm working on. Kind of got out of hand. So, I had made plans previously to attend the Geek'd Con in Shreveport. Now that event has already happened, as it's Monday. No, it's not Monday. It's when I'm recording this. I believe it's Tuesday. Let's see. Is it? Yes, it's Tuesday. So I'm recording this on Tuesday. Now I had every intention of posting like either a short, a reel, or just something, letting y'all know on the project. It's not a lot of projects. It's really not a lot of projects that I've been able to finish in the week. So this is going to be kind of a hybrid fusion of the projects I'm working on and some cool finds that I found in the past week or so. Now, not pictured in this video is the wool ease recycled that I found. That one was one of the amazing finds I was able to find yesterday. I actually have a review on that in my yarn reviews playlist if you want to take a look at that one. But without further ado, I'm going to get into the makes and projects that I've either finished in this week or previously that I may not have been able to feature as they were test knits. And you know me, I don't like to post about the test knits or test crochet projects rather, either or. I don't generally post about those until after the designers have posted about them, just because I don't want to feel like y'all are I'm taking all the spotlight for it. I'm not trying to do that at all. So I'm going to start with what I'm wearing. Now, it's summer here. It is hot. I have the AC going full blast while I record this video so I don't die because it's hot. It's been in the 100-degree range out here. It has been hot. So, this one right here is the Revival sweater from HGDesignsCrochet Designs. It is a either cropped length sweater or it can be a full length sweater. Mine was kind of somewhere in between. I was going to do a longer one, but due to the test parameters and having other tests, I opted for a cropped one just so I could have some other options in my wardrobe. You start with a bunch of granny squares. For this one, it's 7 this way and 4 down, which the down number can be adjusted accordingly. I think it worked out really well. HD Design Crochet, I believe that's her name. If I'm getting it wrong, I do apologize. I am so sorry. But I will also link her YouTube account as well, which has all the links that you can find her projects. I still haven't been able to link on YouTube, so if there's anything you'd like a link to, you can direct message me here or on Insta. I do have a link tree on my Instagram as well for my personal links. But if there's anything that I haven't linked that you'd like to know more about, just shoot me a message. Let me know about it. But this one is a great sweater. It's perfect for the fall. Now, it's a granny square construction. This one, the pattern, I love it. I love the way the pattern was structured. There was a little chart to keep to number which crochet granny square you're on. For me, I don't have the sheet with me, but I was filling it in with gel pen, just kind of scribbling on it. But it's little hearts that have the number to represent each granny square that you're working on. I think this one was 28 front and back. I'm bad at math, but I think, yeah. So 7 times 4, yeah, that's 28 front and back. So that's like 40 something. I could be very wrong about that. But I opted to do mine in a traditional just 2-tone color, but you could do a lot of colors. Each square, looking at it, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, each square is 1, 2, 3 squares of the solid colors, what I opted for, and then the 4th row is the joining row. So, it's done in a crochet as you join method, which is honestly life-changing. She has that method as a free tutorial for granny squares on her pattern, just the joining, not the pattern itself. This is part of a collection of patterns. I believe she said it was like $30, which is really not that bad when you factor in it's like, I think 6 patterns. It's a great collection, and I really enjoyed testing it. It was phenomenal. Now, the next project that I have does feature HG Crochet's crochet join as you go. It's kind of a hybrid though, because I'm doing it as a part of Alt Knot's 100 Nights of Frights, which I believe I'm frightfully well, no, it's 100 no, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's 100 Nights of Fiber Frights. It's like a crochet along. Now hers is doing and what she has on her YouTube channel for Alt Knot is solid granny squares. I love that idea, but I don't feel for me they're as easy to join as the traditional granny squares like this, like HG Designs and like this one. So I've kind of made a hybridization of it. This is one of the granny squares. It hasn't been assembled into the blanket yet because I'm doing a squares within a squares structure, and I have it here. It's a very large blanket. I chose instead of doing like I think Alt Nuts had like a H hook. I'm doing a J hook, and I have like the squares themselves are 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 rounds, with the 6th round being like a black crochet as you join border. So I only have the green, the lime green, the slimy lime green that I love. I love this type of color. And then I also have the gray. So I still have a good bit to go. Now, I didn't have the gray with me, but when I was going to Shreveport, I brought these as a little card project because these granny squares are phenomenal. I brought this one. I did bring another project. I'm not talking about that right now because that's another test project that I will be mentioning later on in another video after it's finished. That one's deadline's like in mid-September, so it'll be a little bit before it gets a feature. So but this blanket's working up pretty nicely. I got a bunch of these hot pink squares done. They haven't been incorporated yet as they're kind of in the next row will probably feature them if I'm not mistaken. I'm using for this one oh, that reminds me, I did not mention what I'm using on this one. The sweater I'm wearing used for the red Hobie's Mega Ball in the DK weight for the red. I used probably 75% of the Mega Ball, and then for the black I used Paintbox, what was it? Simply Decay. I used like 1.5 to almost 1.75% of a skein. Now I do have an affiliate link on my Instagram if you feel like purchasing it as well. I get a slight commission from those links, but it does not charge you anything for those. So that's if you want to buy it's for Love Crafts, if you want to buy the Paintbox DK as well. So back to this one. The yarns I'm using for the giant mega blanket for the 100 Nights of Fiber Frights, I'm using some Hobby Lobby for the pink, the green, and let me get it out here, oh, here's the label even. Okay. I think it's called Peacock, which is a nice turquoisey blue. It's the I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. So that's for the bright colors. Then I have Red Heart for the black border and for the gray squares as well. It's coming along nicely. It's going to take a little bit more because I believe, like I said, we're on like, I don't even know what day we are on for how many days it is till Halloween. I've got a little sidetracked with other projects, but it's coming along nicely. The next project that I have that I had finished recently, or had been working on, was this one's the Portofino Bag. It's a crocheted cotton tote bag. I'm trying to get it to lay flat. It's a really nice construction. It's mostly mesh stitches with like a 3 stitch right here. I did modify for the handles, and I added like about 1 or 2 more rows of the mesh. So I just, when I finished it, I didn't like the way it looked at the end. That's just a me thing, so I kind of modified it a little bit, and I made sure to do, I don't even remember exactly how I had to do some special mechanics to get it to do what I wanted. So it's hard to describe how I got to the look I wanted. But I know it was, I crocheted around to where I got to here, and then I crocheted here, and then I chained and went back. I don't even remember how I did what I did, but it basically, what it ended up being was to where I didn't have to stitch on the straps. I was able to kind of crochet it as a continuous motion, which was what I was looking for. But it turned out really good. It holds a lot more than I thought it would. The yarn I used for this, oh, and I forgot the design. I forgot to mention the designer. Portofino. Let me see. I forgot. I think it was, I don't want to say the wrong designer's name, but it was the Portofino bag set. I didn't make the water bottle bag. Portofino bag set. Okay. So, okay, it was 2 of Wands. I didn't want to say the wrong designer and then give misinformation, but it's the Portofino bag set that I had finished, and this was really helpful when going to the con, so I could hold the convention, which was Geek'd Con, so that I could hold like all the goodies and stuff that I got. I used the yarn recommended, which that's something I don't always do. For me, you know, the yarn that's recommended in there is just a recommendation. But for this one, I used the 24/7 cotton, and it is honestly life-changing. A lot of cottons feel kind of stiff and weird. But this one's like a mercerized cotton. That's probably why it feels so nice. I think this was in the shade Dragonfly. And I usually don't, but for this one, I used the recommended hook size. So I'm not sure if it ended up a little smaller or the right gauge, because for me it's hard to tell gauges based on the proper size, purely because I have such a tight gauge when crocheting. So I did also find some other finds that were either from the convention that would go great as crochet or to help with that. This one, there was a booth for the tea turtle booth, which typically sells like t-shirts and little plushies. This one is a plushie, but this plushie has a little secret. It becomes a bag. So I got this one because after it becomes a bag, you can kind of use the little straps, the little Velcro, to where it's still a little plushie on there. I thought it was very cute. And the project bag, I'm going to use it as a project bag. You can use it for like a variety of different things. But this one is at the Tea Turtle booth. When I looked at the website, so I could get some more information about it too, they were 20% off. I don't remember if it was 20% off. I think it said $14 or $12 for these on their website. So they still have a good bit. I didn't see this design on there, but they had some cute D&D related ones. I think one had like pink with strawberries all over it. There was just a bunch of cute stuff on the Tea Turtle website. Let's see, there was a lot of good stuff at the convention. I got to see a few booths that I had previously seen at other conventions. I got this headband as well. It's the Witcher themed. It has Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, and Jaskier on it. And I believe it talks about the scene where, excuse me, where Geralt's talking about evil is evil and about meddling. I thought it was a really cute headband. It's from Galaxy Gear and she Boutique. She used to have a website. Now, I've seen her at a bunch of different conventions as well. I believe she's located in Texas. When I looked at the Instagram page that I'd previously followed for her, her link tree isn't really that active, but I've seen her at a bunch of conventions. So I would still recommend looking up Galaxy Gear Boutique on Instagram. She has a lot of cute stuff. If you've seen the other headbands that I've worn in previous videos, I'm almost certain they're from her as well. She has really cute stuff and a lot of different cutesy fabrics. Another repeat vendor that I saw that I was happy to see again was the Man-Made Soap company. I love their lotions. I think they're made, if I'm not mistaken, they're made with olive oil. And they're just like locally made soap. I have their information right here on their card that they gave me. They're at every one of those conventions. Someone is dressed up as Deadpool in different variations. So I got the peppermint tea tree soap oil lotion that they have. And then I also got one called Winchester, which was a play on the supernatural theme for the convention. But, excuse me, I am so sorry, y'all. But these lotions are like super moisturizing, and they do have an Instagram page, a website, all that good stuff. And if you're in the local Shreveport, Bossier City area, or if you're traveling by for like a weekend or anything, they're usually at the farmers markets. I think it's the farmers markets they're at just about every weekend. I've never gone. But I do see like all their postings on Facebook and Instagram about it. I want to go. I just don't always have a chance to get there that early on a Saturday morning. But if you're in the area, check them out. They have a lot of different products. Like I know what I saw was a good bit of, mostly it's bar soap. But they have deodorants, which I think is like a newer thing. They're what else? I think they have like these bath salts as well. Excuse me, y'all. Anyway, they've got a lot of good stuff. Excuse me. Another cute find I found at the convention were some earrings. There were a lot of vendors with earrings, and I didn't get the names of these vendors, and I feel really bad for it. But like I said, they didn't have like a name or anything. So I got some donut earrings. And I got some Totoro and Yoshi earrings as well. I'm just going to show one each of those. So I got little Totoro earrings. And little Yoshi. Like a little enamel. Now, I don't wear earrings like this a lot. This is going to sound a little catty. But what I intend to do is turn these into stitch markers. So I can use them as little stitch markers for crochet. Or even knit projects just as little progress keepers. So I was kind of stoked to find these because they were so cute. The last thing I found at the little shops at the convention were some bookmarks, some metal bookmarks. So I found one. It was Hobbit themed from Lord of the Rings with the green tassels. It says, "In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit," and it has Bilbo and Frodo's little hobbit door. Then I have the Death by To Be Read list. Now these are from Dark Rainbow Creations, which I think they were a new vendor because I didn't see a lot on their Instagram page. But they have it's Dark Rainbow Creations. So some of the other stuff I found was in the back to school section of Target actually. I found 2 rulers for measuring the size of smaller crochet projects. This one right here, now this is not my own tip or trick. I have seen it on other pages, like Facebook pages, stuff like that. But using the fidget popper things here as a way to remember what row you're on. I saw that and I thought it was cute. It's like a way to fidget and whatnot. It's very cutesy. So that one was like $3 at Target. Then I found this clear, flexible ruler at Target as well. So I know I have a few other rulers, and it's a lot. But this one right here is great because you can put it you can put it like right on your project and measure exactly without having to go right here and look at it. You can look under here and see exactly how many stitches per inch you're at. So I did also go to like Five Below and a few other little stores. I found some gel pens at the Dollar General, and I found these at the Five Below, and I thought they were really cute. I got them because the way it was advertised looked like you could separate them and just have them one each. No, you really kind of can't, but they're still cute. They're little highlighter, little gummy bear looking things. They're very cute. So those are going to be a great addition to like highlighting areas that need to be done on projects, all that good stuff. The next thing I found this while we were still back in town at the bookstore at Books A Million. I had found this package of, it was the Knit Nail, which usually Knit Nail and a bunch of knitting and crochet magazines usually have little freebies. This one had some knitting needles, but what drew me in was the sweater right here, which is kind of striped and with a little bit of a design. That one is like a chunky sweater that looks like it'd be great for the fall. But y'all, look at the back. I did not even see this. I'm so happy it's in there though. It's a cactus pillow. I think it'd go great with all the other pillows that I have. There were a few other projects that I saw that looked great in this magazine. I'll probably review these later when I finish the projects, like 12 million years from now. But that's mostly what I found either this past week or going through the convention. I will do my best to tag the accounts that I've mentioned in here as well. If you have any other questions or comments or concerns, either voice them below in the comments or send me a message as well. Thank you for watching, and if you like this content, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.